Alright. That should now... Alright, finally. I can see myself. I can hear myself. That's good. I need to mute that. Go away. Sorry about that. I was making... Things were not working properly. Hope everybody's had a great week. I really do. It has been a fantastic week here. Not. Lots and lots of changes are occurring. Lots and lots of things I am not pleased with. But I gotta do what I gotta do. At least for a little while. That is... I'm gonna put that on there right now. Because that's going to be the next big thing. There we go. That can go there. Where is... That's it. Alright, cool. That's not going to be fun to paint. I'm not looking forward to that. I hate faces. I flat hate faces. This guy has got a entirely full face to do. I'll have to look at some pictures and see what the heck I can do and not do here. This is back together, so this can go like it was earlier. No. Yeah, that works. Oh, man. We'll get to painting here in a minute. I gotta finish putting things together that I was trying to get done before stream, but we've had some technical difficulties that Panda had to work through for me before we got started. Yeah, that'll work. So yeah, this weekend and next weekend, the Saturday streams and the Sunday streams will be at the same times. Monday stream will be about 2 hours behind. I'm changing schedules at work. Very unceremoniously. Changing schedules at work. So the streams from basically Monday, well, not this Monday, a week from Monday, will basically be about 2 hours later. It'll be 9 to 11 instead of 7 to 9. Too many corporate changes. I'm just going to say that. And I'm not sure where that's going to eventually leave a lot of the content for a little while until we get some things figured out. Not 100% sure on that. I am 100% sure that we're going to keep making content. I just don't exactly know how that's going to change things for a while. It was not by choice. And I am slowly arguing my case and will eventually be able to, I hope, get it changed back. But it may take some time. Or switch departments, change positions in the store, whatever the case may be. Whatever needs to happen. I'm just not in control of the situation. And frankly, that bothers me. So, tomorrow night, we're going to be back. We'll be doing Farm Sim tomorrow night. We'll be painting again on Monday. But we will not be over here. I was talking about that in Discord today. We're going to be in one of two places, and I will figure that out. Let everybody know tomorrow kind of what the deal is there. And where we're going to be at tomorrow night. I got to get this completely base coated tonight. The last piece of the Ultimate Starter set, and then all of that is done, and I will be on to other figures at that point, other miniatures at that point.
Amanda says that they're on their phone and this recording will be in stream in about an hour once they're back.
That works. Did she DM you or something?
Yeah.
No. That works.
Group chat.
Group chat. Yeah, you know. They're here when they're here, and people are here when they're here, and I'm good with that. I am not fussy. I'm not a fussy person about that stuff. Just gonna try to get this based as best I can and go from there. Because this model's gonna take me a while to finish. I know it is. There's a lot of detail. For those of you that are not in Discord, I do have something I'm going to do a little show and tell here in a minute. In just a couple minutes, actually. Because Panda...
Don't blame me.
Panda and I went to the Warhammer store again. It's never good when we go to the Warhammer store. It's always interesting. I'm sitting there trying to buy some paint and different colors and some things like that. And Panda goes and walks over to the model wall where he's got all of his, where he's got all of, you know, the different sets of things. Let this kind of dry a second. Well, he's kind of got all of his, you know, models and combat patrol sets and various sundry models over there. And Panda says she didn't do anything. Alright. I'm not done yet with this guy. That's been a solid week of working on him so far. It's orcs. I played orcs whenever I played World of Warcraft. it's kind of a big thing. I've got so much touching up to do because for some reason the paints just didn't want to stick properly. So I'm working on him off stream about 2 hours a night every night since I think we went Wednesday.
Yeah.
And yeah. He will get put together. I've got him and 10 other little tiny ones to do in his little war band that I have to put together. It's only like 40 points right now of stuff. Of the little lagoon guys. But it will eventually grow at some point. What? Interesting. Alright. It will eventually grow. I'm hoping anyway. And I knew I shouldn't have put the little shin armor on yet. I did it right before stream. It makes basing everything, putting a base coat on everything, a real pain in the butt. It really does. We might. Panda didn't do this either. The new Space Marines 3 game.
Well, no, I didn't do that.
The new Space Marines 3 game just came out. Earlier this week or yesterday, I don't remember. I was watching somebody that was talking about it, and I don't know exactly when it did come out. But it's a game that I will eventually be playing. Probably over here from time to time. Because why not? I need... It's not... The game itself is not a tabletop game. It's a first-person shooter. But nevertheless, it's worth playing. Because I've been looking at it. Well, I was looking at number 2. What's up, Kenneth? How you doing, sir? How are you tonight? What's been going on in your neck of the woods? It sounds like you guys got some wind like we did. And this is... Oh, alright. That's going to be the easiest way to do that. Been printing all day. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I know you're printing... You're printing things for people right now. So I don't blame you. Yeah. Mr. Kenneth 3D Prints is actually got a vise that he's printing. That's the first. It's technically done. He's printing off a second piece, so I can just switch the vise out without having to take it apart completely to do it. Just to switch the heads out. That'll be here hopefully, next couple of weeks. And then, yeah. We'll have that. To help with my shaky
Mr.
hand.
Carter's there now.
Hey, what's going on there, Mr. Carter? How are you tonight, sir? Welcome in. Your better half said it would be an hour. That's a really short hour, sir.
He said so you can unscrew the head and pop another head on.
Right, exactly. Just so that you can pop another head on and it's a little bit more versatile for bigger models, smaller models, other things. We'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how it will work. Because I'm very excited about that. Very, very excited about that, actually. And then, John, now that you're here, I gotta show you something else. So, I haven't even posted pictures of this yet in Discord. $50. All right, yeah. Close. Yeah, maybe. Maybe 50 minutes. Potentially 50 minutes.
You'll need to put bolts or something to bring it down.
Yeah. I've got a whole bunch of BBs that we can use. There's some brass BBs that are on the desk at the bottom.
I don't know what that is.
Little BB pellets.
Oh.
Not taking Panda to the Warhammer store anymore. She's banned.
Well, then that just means you can't go. Unless you drive yourself.
You're unbanned. I started this a week ago. Just out of the sheer, working on things outside of work. Or outside of, I should say work. But outside of stream. Away from everybody. That's the start of the Second Army. It is the start of the Second Army. Oh, since you got the message, yeah.
Yeah, I just checked the plan that she sent that.
I didn't really look in V's or in chat.
This is at 6:39.
6:39. I do need to. I need to post that here in just a second. I will. I have to run over and grab it real quick. I'm a dumbass.
What?
I do things that I shouldn't do, and Panda lets me do them. I really shouldn't have made my life more difficult than it needs to be. but I did. I went over. I did a thing on a different platform. I should never be allowed to do this.
I didn't even know you did it.
Panda didn't even know I did that until I did it. Panda didn't even know I did that until I did it. I just started looking at her and said, yeah, we have a Rumble account now.
I'm your first follower.
Yeah, we have a Rumble account now. Those are for nights that I don't feel like being at all politically correct. And yeah, it's tabletop gaming, but it'll be a bunch of other things. It's just going to be when I don't feel like being anything other. Thank you, Carter. I appreciate it.
You have 3 followers now.
Anything other than just being completely and totally nonsensical. And that's going to be Monday night. I guarantee you it's going to be Monday night. You want to know how I know? It's St. Patrick's Day. So I will be totally nonsensical. And yeah. I'm going to want to say and do whatever I want. Well, I know I can pretty much say and do whatever I want over there. So that's the reason for the Rumble account. Is because I can get away with saying a lot more stuff. We'll see how it goes over there. That might turn into something, might turn into nothing. I don't know. I am not expecting it to do anything. But seeing as right now it's much more of the Wild Wild West mentality over there. We'll see how it goes. That's going to be Monday. Yeah. Let me grab my phone. I don't have it set up to be able to do it on stream. I need to do that. I just haven't done it. I haven't created a start screen or anything else for this yet. Which that's on the horizon probably after stream tonight, maybe. Because I'm just slow about doing things sometimes. That actually looks really good. Kenneth, that looks great. It really does. That's going to work out wonderfully. That is completely 3D printed by Mr. Kenneth 3D Prints. That is going to work out supremely wonderfully for what it is. I am looking forward to having that. So that way I can do a lot of things that I want to do. And the base is going to be not as big as I thought it was going to be. Holy crap. That's actually not nearly as big as I thought it would be. Not back yet. Mm-hmm. That is so nice. Thank you, Mr. Kenneth. I appreciate you, sir. I greatly appreciate everything you do. I really, really do. It's great to have good friends with good printers. Oh, the base opens it? Alright. But we it was it's I've been talking to a friend of mine that paints minis, and he's like, well, I don't know how that's gonna work, and it's like, you'll see, I'll show you. So I'm gonna make it work. What the heck? That's too watery. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna enjoy it. And yes, I switched over to an old brush because it's a little bit bigger. I can get a little bit more done a little bit faster. And quite honestly, put down in the first base coat a little quicker. Get a little bit more paint down a little bit faster, which is good. And heck, tonight we may this may be all we get done. Who knows? Because this model has so much paint detail to it that it is just not even funny. It is the Librarian and Terminator armor. Alright, cool. Thank you, Kenneth. Yeah, I figured that much. I figured it would waller it out. I'm glad that you're making that second one. I am. I appreciate it. I figured it would waller it out real bad if there was a whole bunch of, messing with the plastic, unscrewing the screws, screwing them back in. Eventually it'll wear out the threads. I figured that. So that's a smart move on your part, sir. Thank you. And yes, I'm being very, very particular about base coating this thing, because as I paint more and more, I'm learning I'm a little bit more anal retentive about things than I initially thought I was. Because it is definitely something that the guys that I hang out with, talk about Warhammer with, yeah. I can make 3 heads. This is plastic screws, and you can make snap. I get it. I understand, Kenneth. Yeah, I get that. Completely get that. Oh. I want to say, and I don't know if he's here or not, because I haven't seen her type in chat yet, so my guess is she's probably not here. And I understand. She's got things to do when she's off. But I want to say a very late happy birthday to Amanda. And John, if you're still hanging around here, throw her link up for her YouTube and stuff over here, please. Another amazing content creator, fun lady. Love talking to her. Panda and her talk or text every so often. Kind of nice. I was really kind of shocked and surprised. But yeah, her birthday was earlier this week. And I wanted to ask her about one of her birthday gifts and see what she thought, because I haven't had a chance to. I haven't texted her to ask her, so that's bad on my part for not doing that. I should have. And you had the start of that one print, Kenneth, that we were watching the other night that didn't quite start off right, too. So you've had to redo that one plate, or those plates, a few times now. Right, and that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't want to. I mean, I want to have a place that I can rest my hand and just do this number. And that's kind of that's hopefully the goal.
Panda did what now?
Panda didn't do anything. I was talking about Amanda.
I thought you said Panda did something earlier this week.
No, it was Amanda's birthday earlier this week.
Oh.
And Amanda and Panda have been texting back and forth every so often.
Oh, yeah, then you did say my name.
I did say your name, yes. Only once.
You're banned from saying Panda.
Why?
Because...
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Don't care.
I don't care either. You shush.
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 Shush you what?
Shh.
No. You know shush you mean. But yeah, it's I'm gonna actually put more out there. So there's Amanda's YouTube channel. Go throw her a follow or subscribe to her channel, whichever it is. Go do it. It's free. She's a good content creator. She's a good person. I thoroughly enjoy when I get a moment. Where did that orc go to? Oh, it's right there on my freaking wet palette. I was showing everybody the orc that I had done. Alright, started. That orc's about 99% done. It's not 100% done, it's about 99% done. Yeah. It's telling me I have met my goals for the day. Yeah,
just because you keep shaking your wrist.
Yeah, I know. It's falsification of information.
Pretty soon it's gonna tell you you have reached your stand goal. It's your move goal.
Yeah, my move goal has been reached. Trust me, it hasn't. I know for a fact it hasn't. It's amazing. I put just a wee bit paint down on that palette, and it lasts quite a while. Where is it? There it is. You guys can see things perfectly. I have to crane my neck over like a fool. And yes, I don't care because this is never going to get seen. I am literally just trying to get rid of a bunch of excess paint. This is going to go back behind everything and never ever be seen by anybody ever. But seeing as I have a ton of excess paint on this brush right now, I'm going to get rid of all of it in the biggest areas that I possibly can that have no detail. Yeah, this.
Mr. Carter says how many steps you got for the day.
You know, John, I don't have that many steps in. I really don't. I should do that more. I should take more care of how many steps I get in a day. But I just don't. I mean, there's something about being in a wheelchair. I mean, I'm just saying. Said that to a customer at work one day. I thought she was going to have a fit. About fell on the floor laughing. She's like, you really just don't... Nothing phases you. No, nothing phases me. If I let things bother me all the time, I would have way more problems in life than I do. And that is way not the way to live. Do not like constantly with the constant bah humbug. It just doesn't work. No, Kenneth. No. Sorry, no. It was not. Things at work were just not that busy. And I used to put in on a normal day before I went to the desk. I put 3 or 4 miles in a day. And then they put me back at the desk. And I've not seen those kind of numbers in a very long time. Yeah, she gets about 20,000 a day because of work. And it's not eating up. Oh God, it's not going to eat up any of that detail. Don't really care to lose a ton of detail on this model. I really don't. Yeah, I'm going to kind of work through the...
Mr. Kenneth says, I'll say you're a desk jockey.
Yeah, I am. Pretty much. Went from working on the sales... Well, I still work on the sales floor. Went from being on the sales floor, all the time, to being at the desk all the time. And, yeah. It is just a way different way of doing things. And I don't know how much I like it. I don't know how much I hate it. Alright, so that's done. I'm going to let that dry for a little while. Put that in a better place. And I didn't. I'm working on multiple models at a time right now. Of course you would come apart. Right when I was hoping you wouldn't. got the orc over there. We can paint the orc too. Not a big deal. That's why I always have at least a few models.
Mr. Carter's so sweet. Did you get the new position?
No, I didn't. I did not get the new position. I found that out last week. I'm in conversation to go back to hardware right now, just to get a little bit better schedule. It would be a little bit more flexible and hours, not set hours or anything anymore. But it would not be 11 to 8. Which, honestly, that's way more important than whether or not that schedule flexes or not. And not get home until 8 or 9 o'clock at night every night. Or almost 9 o'clock every night. That's my big thing right now. Is that at the very least I would not be getting home, not every night. There would be a couple of nights a week, which is doable and understandable. The Panda gets it. But every night, nah. Nah, not every night. Comes a certain point where you can only kick the dog so many times. And I'm kind of at that point.
Can I kick you since you're a dog?
No. Need some red, need some green, need some black. And yeah, I'm doing a few different models because it's a lot of... Alright, so there's a few different types of models out there. And when I say types, there's the push together and the glue together. The push together type, they're pretty easy. Push them together, you paint them, you're done. Or you put them together in parts and, do all those things. But they're a snap together. You don't get that Librarian and Terminator armor is a little bit different because there's a lot more detail in the new models that Games Workshop is using. But there's a ton, and I say a ton, I mean there is just a absolute ton more. I keep hitting that mic, so I've raised it up a little bit more. There's a ton more detail in the glue together type. That's what this guy is. The one I just had a second ago is. The Terminator, or the Librarian and Terminator armor is push type. Push together type. And yeah, it's great, it's wonderful, but you don't get the detail. You get a lot more model for in the glue together type, which for purposes of batch painting them, if you will, just sitting down, putting them to, painting and putting them together and getting the base coats on them and all that stuff. The glue together types are a little slower because you're waiting on glue to dry. But you guys will see that in the glue together that I'm doing right now, which I don't remember which one that is. I believe I'm gonna do a thing. So I'm gonna talk about being super advanced and super, you know, everything about everything being on your phone. That's all of the different armies that I have started in my phone. That pretty much gets everybody. Why is that? It is showing up. Alright. That pretty much gets everything started that I want to start right now. The Terminator Squad, I have two of. One of them came in the box. The other one is the one I'm working on now. The first of the Terminators is what I'm working on right now. It's, I mean, shows you model, shows you count, shows you points, shows you all the things, you know, which is kind of nice. It has all of the, basically all of the stuff. If I would actually go and spend the 20 or 30 bucks for the Space Marine Codex, which more or less is the lore and all of the abilities and things of that nature. I need to do that at some point before I really start playing. It shows you everything. It tells you everything, which is kind of cool. I actually like it. Red I have first. And yes, I am being very, very particular about this model. No, I'm not going to try to go and win an award with it or anything, because it is not award winning. But it is most certainly model I am taking my sweet time on. Because I want to. I think it's cool.
Oh, they can hear Yoshi.
Oh. Oh yeah, Yoshi's a little upset right now. She'll be fine. She starts really crying. Josh will get up and go grab her and take her outside. But she's not too fussy yet. All that gray, and you can see it kind of. It looks more worn than anything on some of these pieces, but I just can't live with that. That is why I have spent almost an entire week with this one model. The guy I work with that initially got me involved in Warhammer Kind of like, yeah, yeah, you're getting better. You're you're not painting fast, but you're painting to the level that you want your models to be. Like, yeah, you're 100% correct. He goes, so don't worry about speed. Speed will come. It just takes time. And the more time you spend, the faster you get, the better you get, the better the things look. And you eventually get to the point where, like, little tiny minute details like what I'm doing right now will just not be worried about, because you will have that already taken care of, which is about true. That is almost there. I do not like putting a bunch of paint on my brush, but I could just about put as much as I needed. Yeah. Alright, we're on to the black. And Lord knows, Yoshi and Kimiko probably been in there fighting, and Yoshi's just like, oh. Kimiko's just like, leave me alone. Yes, you're right. You are right, Mr. Kenneth. You are 100% correct. Very nice beard. I know. Don't be surprised if it comes off here real soon.
Because Panda's having a fit.
Panda's been having a fit for about 3 months now. And it's getting to the point where it's even really annoying me. So that might, yeah, we might, take it all off. Because why not? That's not going to last me the whole stream if I don't fix that real quick. Yes, I am taking my time. I'm letting paint dry. No, let it ride. No, sir. No, sir. It's starting to get really itchy. From time to time, it's starting to get really annoying. And no, sir. I am not going to just let it ride. Because, no.
Christmas is only a few short months.
Well, yeah, I know. But I can grow this back out in like a month. So, it's not a big deal.
Right.
Yeah, month to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all. Alright, on to some black. Because, why not? Yeah. Yeah. Clean the tiny rodents out of it. But then I won't have my friends with me. The look on Panda's face of sheer disgust.
Basically.
Yeah, look on Panda's face of sheer disgust. That's yeah. Really? Did you just say that? Yeah, I did. I said it. It's worth it. I don't care. Well, that's true. No, I get hot at work. It itches. It's getting to the point now where it's starting to become a thing, and it needs to not be such a thing. Where is it? There it is. Looking for one edge, one little minute little thing that I missed. I'm going to fix right now because I can. It's actually this morning. First thing this morning, there was a couple that I was talking to. I came in the store looking for something. I don't remember what they were. They were looking for a few things, and they may get a cutting board or something from me at some point. I don't know. He kind of wants one. It all kind of depends. But the conversation of Warhammer came up. He's been talking about it and thinking about it and, you know, all these things for a while now. And he's just never pulled the trigger. And I'm like, well, why haven't you pulled the trigger yet? No, I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it go short. At least for the summer. So we kept talking for a few minutes, and it wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't end up with a combat patrol here pretty soon. I'm like, painting them is a pain in the butt. It takes time. He's like, yeah. His wife kind of laughed. She goes, that's the kind of stuff I love doing. I would just have to go and read and understand and basically read the lore and understand the paint and how it all intersects with one another. I'm like, well, that's cool. What?
He says you cannot lose the flavors in your...
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I'm going to here pretty soon. Problem with the glue is you do not want to paint over the glue. Will paint before you glue it together, and you end up with these seams, which I can go back in and fix later. It's gonna be green right there. That right there is gonna end up being black. I'm gonna go back and touch that up and clean that up in a minute. With some green. Because that's yeah, pretty much. Panda's right. End of the winter, it goes short. It absolutely it's a thing every summer. There we go. That's actually starting to look a little bit better. I do need to do a bunch of touch-up work. But, honestly, with looking at it under a microscope and then looking at it in person, it's not that bad. It's really not. It's not that, wouldn't be that bad on the tabletop. It's honestly more me being picky than anything. It's really, that's what it boils down to, is me being picky. And I get pickier and pickier with my paint jobs. I get pickier and pickier and pickier with my paint jobs. Alright, we're gonna let that dry for a little while. We'll get back to this in a minute. Or two. Actually, I'm just gonna take this off. Candy, can you hand me that? Thank you. And that is dry by now. At least dry enough by now to start doing some detail work. I need to just... You guys are going to see all my brushes, that's fine. Not like it's a big deal. This little brush will hold quite a bit of paint. It just doesn't... It doesn't hold as much as some of the big brushes do, obviously. And I painted too many models at once. I had done some work last night on one of the glue together models. It actually came out, the detail came out really good. This particular model, because if you look, skull, all the little indentions, everything, it's gonna take some time to do. And there's some things that I missed a minute ago. It's alright. I'm gonna come back and catch it in a minute. fix that in a minute. I noticed the last stream we were picking up a lot more views, which is good. It's really good. I'm glad for that. That didn't get. Alright, it's over here. And that is so minuscule, but it's driving me crazy. All of these things I'm going back and touching are just minuscule little things that really don't bother me. Well, they bother me, but they would not be highly noticeable. I just happen to catch it in the right light and the right angle. Nope, that's not gonna work. And looking over a model very, 5 or 6 or 7 times while you're doing stuff and making sure everything is 100% the way you want it, it keeps from driving me crazy. Honestly, there's a backpack and stuff that goes on the back of here, and most of that you wouldn't even see. But, yeah. Yoshi. Hush. Let's do the big part that you will see. You will see all of this. Alright. one little flicker over there that I'm not even gonna worry about that. Let's see. Wait, please. Because, yeah, that's... I did all of this last night on this model. I did all of that last night. It's literally this, and this before we have to move forward. And I gotta do some blue touch-up. Which won't take that long. Now, I did learn a very... Panda
didn't do it.
Oh no, Panda did this. Because Chris at the Warhammer store about bowed down to you, and I thought it was kind of hilarious.
Alright, yeah, that one I did do.
I gotta show you guys this real quick. Alright, so... when it comes to Warhammer, when it comes to painting miniatures, Games Workshop has a paint line called Citadel Paints. Yoshi. And in those Citadel Paints, have primer. And it's a blue primer. I primed all of that. I'm considering, whenever I get more orcs, getting either a white primer from them or a green primer from them. Probably the green. To make my life a little bit a little bit easier.
A little bit more difficult.
A little bit more difficult. A little easier. Because, yeah. It was...
Tell him a story about...
Oh, God.
About him basically bowing down.
So, we get up there. We get to the Warhammer store. I was going to pick up that pot of paint. This was all I needed. Just this. Panda was walked over to the wall, and Yoshi, you're fine. It turned into this. The orcs. And the green paint. So we were getting ready to leave. Oh yeah. And and a blue primer. We're getting ready to leave, and Chris, the guy that runs the Warhammer store, him and I were talking, and we were talking about the gray primer that I've used for a long time and buying it from where I work because it's cheap, and that blue primer is like $25 a freaking can. Panda walks up and goes, "Well, what about the primer?" And Chris goes, "Well, no, he's happy with what he's using. We'll let him use it, yada yada." Panda gave that man the look of death. The sheer look of death. All you hear is "yes, ma'am," and he went over and grabbed that can of primer, and we were gone. I was like, that's interesting. It's way more interesting than I thought it was going to be. And I'm gonna do the little bit on the front of this. Yoshi's absolutely having a fit. We need to get her outside, and then once we do that, that's gonna stir up the rest of the dogs. And honestly, we've been going for almost an hour and a half now, and I need to take care of her. So we're gonna paint just a little bit more. I'm gonna work on this a little bit off stream, so that way we're a little bit further along come Monday when we're painting again, because we're playing Farm Sim tomorrow night. Gonna be probably back on Riverbend Springs tomorrow night. Then we will be either Twitch or Rumble Monday night. And I'll post in Discord which one we're going to be at. And I'll post a link in Discord so everybody has it. All those things. Yeah. Where? There it is. Yoshi, you're going to be out in just a few minutes. You need to hush. I'm not going to worry about painting the purity seals and stuff on stream. I'm just going to start painting these guys. Purity seals I'll get done and do a little bit of touch up, because I always seem to... I can't color within the lines, it appears sometimes. Well, I can't always color within the lines, it seems sometimes.
Well, you also can't read the
Well, I know that. I've never been a good reader. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of touch-up to do. And I know that. I knew that when I started doing this, because, I'm that way. Yes. Yes, we are on the server tomorrow night.
He wasn't talking to you.
What? Oh, never mind. You two and your Sunday gaming sessions. Alright. I'm going to do some touch-up. I'm going to do the purity seal. I probably have most of the bottom half of this done tonight. Probably get the head started and all that good stuff, because that's going to take a little bit of time. Just because I need to keep moving forward, try to get this done. We will work on the librarian on Monday.
He
What?
says it's Sunday, Farm Sim Day with Panda and John.
Yeah, right? Those two. I go to work, they play Farm Sim together. It's
They
fine.
troll you too, it's fine.
Yeah, and then they troll me in Discord all day while I'm at work. What are you doing? I'm working. What are you doing? Playing Farm Sim. Alright, y'all. I appreciate everybody coming. Really do. Greatly appreciate you guys. I will be back tomorrow night over on the Farm Sim channel. And then we will be back on Monday for the St. Patrick's Day things. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all coming by. Take care. Keep in touch. If you guys are in the Discord, please, if you need anything, reach out. We're always available.